Hi guys, today we're going to be making some finger knitting. We're going to be making pom-poms, some nice pom-poms, scrunchies to tie your hair up with, normal finger knitting, and yeah, so the first things you'll need are scissors and some yarn. Okay, so now we're going to start this by, let's start making pom-poms because they're simple and more easy. So what you're going to do is you're going to have your yarn, whatever colour you want. I'm going to make a different colour pom-pom, but you can have one coloured yarn and it's basically the same thing and it's super easy. So basically you just cut it like roughly there, see? That length of yarn. So, and then you can get your balls of yarn and I'm going to get the end of it and put it that in your fingers, that little bit here. And if you have more colours of yarn, do that with the same one. But if you have one, then that's fine because it's basic. And what we're going to do from here, get this piece of yarn, and you don't need two of this colour, you put it in between these fingers here, like that, and then you can just close up and hold your fingers like this. And there should be a tail of that blue in between these fingers, okay? And then what you're going to do is you're going to get your two yarns and you're going to wrap it around as many times as you want, depending how big you want your thing to be. So we're just going to wrap this and then I'll show you what to do next. Don't wrap it too tight because otherwise it makes it harder at the end. Sometimes I wrap it tight. Okay, so just keep wrapping it around like that. Wrapping it around your fingers. Okay, and when you get into a certain size, you're going to get to this bit. I'm just going to snip off your yarn. Make sure you snip the right bit, okay? And then you can just tuck that into this finger so it doesn't come undone. And then you know the bits that we put in between the fingers earlier? We're going to get those two. We're going to get the back bit of your yarn and pull it back so then you should have two bits at the front. And then you can tie a knot, which is quite hard, so you might need an adult to help you with this bit. Sometimes you have to pull it with your teeth, but if it's like short bit of string, which I've done here, but I don't need to do that in this situation, then you need to hold these two end boo bits and you've got to pull all the yarn off your finger without undoing the knot. So like that. And then you have this extra bit of yarn and then you can tighten the knot. So they look like this, see, like that, and then you'll tie another knot just so it's more secure. Tie, should look like this, and then you can just trim these extra bits of string if you have extra bits. That's what should look like this. And you see all these loops, basically what you're going to do is cut all these loops, and I bet you've worked out how this will make pom-pom. Cut all the loops. It doesn't matter if you get every single one because you'll have quite a few of them. Just gonna cut all these loops. It's quite cool. And then it will look like a flat pom-pom and then I'll show you how to poof it up. Might be a few extra bits, but look, you just do this and it's fluffed. See? Nice and fluffy. Okay, and then you might need to like trim the edges to get that extra bit of fluff. You got all these extra bits that you can cut, and yeah, that's your pom-pom made. Just curl this and look, pom-pom, just like this one I made earlier, and this one that my brother made, which is quite cool. Okay, so now we're going to move on to making normal finger knitting, which we can also turn into scrunchies to tie your hair up in. Just got it in my arm. Okay, so my arm's gone on the floor. Just get it. Okay, so I'm gonna use just my blue one for this one. There's a butterfly bashing into the window. Okay, so start with this. This we won't need to cut it until the end for this bit. Okay, so you're gonna put it in between what we did before, and you're gonna go in like that and just swoop around. I'll take it out again so you can watch. Like here, through this one, like that. See? Now we'll do it the other way, and then we'll go over again. And you should have 2 loops. And what we're going to do is we're going to pull the bottom one over the top, bottom one over the top, bottom one over the top, bottom one over the top. For each finger, and then you go around again, like that. And then bottom one over the top, bottom one over the top, bottom one over the top. And then you'll see if you pull this, and then it gets very long, and then you've started to create a little chain here, just a little bit. And basically what you're going to do is you're just going to do it the whole way through. And that's basically it. But to make a scrunchie, it's not going to be like an elastic scrunchie, but it's like a hair bubble to tie hair in. And I actually used it to go to school. My teacher was like, "Where did you get that hair bubble from? It's really nice." I said, "I made it." She said, "Oh, you can do that for show and tell." So I'm just going to show you how to make another one, and it'll be also a piece of finger knitting. And there is a possibility of a video of crocheting, but I don't know how to crochet, so that will either be with my friend, and there'll be some videos with my other friends, like I have a friend called Ella and a friend called Florence, JC, and I've got another friend, she's like really nice, but I haven't got permission from her to use her name on my channel. So when she comes back, 'cause she's in Italy right now, which is so cool, I'll ask her, because she's very like a worship person and she's so friendly. And and there'll be more videos on this too. Look, see, I started to make a little chain, but we just needed to make it like that long, like this long, to make it to scrunchie. This is with 4 colours. I call this my stitch one because it's got like the purples, the pinks and the blues. And and this is like all the finger knitting techniques. And I've also done a snake. He's somewhere in my bedroom, and I'm obviously no idea where he is. But you're thinking, I don't know who Ella is, I don't know who Florence is, I don't know who Jason is, because there's a billion of those people in school. And I hope, because this is a Friday, if you go to school, I hope you had a nice day at school. If you're at work and you're an adult, I hope you had a nice day at work. Or if you're just at home, I hope you had a nice day at home. Or if you've just woken up in the morning, or wherever you are, have a nice day. Or I hope you've had a nice day. Because it's lovely and warm now, it's in summer, and you might be watching this video in winter, but I honestly think it's quite cool because I am using wintry colours here, so I know, I've been itching my nose lately. It's like, I don't know, it's probably because of this yarn or I've got hay fever. I've never had hay fever before, honestly. Do you guys get hay fever? Comment down below if you get hay fever. I honestly don't get hay fever. I've never had hay fever. My brother Max, he has seriously bad hay fever. Apparently he's allergic to dust. I honestly no idea how that happened. And we'll make some more videos, but I don't know what make the videos about. So comment down below, what should I make a video of? And I can make squishies, I don't have the supplies right now, so I might go shopping tomorrow and we'll do another video then. And my cousins might be coming around tomorrow, or I'm gonna go around to theirs, and there'll be a super fun video with their pet. And it's also the same as my pet, so we're gonna put those on YouTube and it'll be so fun. And it's a really cool pet that they have. It's not just a dog, a bunny or a cat. It's quite cool. And I have a really cool pet too. I've got some fish and I've also got another cool pet which we'll show you later in different videos. And yeah, and I might be around in the shop, so if you see me, give me a wave. And bring a piece of paper or a pen. I'll give you a signature if you want. But I'm not going to be a famous person who's always in shoppings and everything like that, because I don't want lots of attention. I want to be a normal girl who just does YouTube. Okay, so I've got to here, and what we're going to do from there is we're just going to cut it. See? And cut. Yep, we've got that bit here. Okay, so I've got this bit. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take the pinky and loop and push it over this loop. And then we're going to take the first finger loop and push it over the middle loop. And then the middle loop over to your finger before your pinky, like that. And then you're going to pick it off to make sure that you can still see the little hole. And you're going to get this piece of string that we cut off from the yarn earlier, pull it through the loop so it ties a knot like that. So yeah, it's quite cute. And then we're going to get both ends, so don't cut them off, don't cut them off. And we're going to tie it like that. And then you can tie it again like that. I'm going to do a triple knot so it doesn't come undone. Doop, like that. Then what we can do is cut off the edge bit. Cut off the edge bit. Ooh, look. It's a bracelet too. Pretty cute, right? See? Now you have your scrunchie. You can tie your hair up. This is not as new. I don't know what this one is in. Because probably this was like my first finger knitting. I did another finger knitting video. It was not good, but I didn't put that one on YouTube because obviously I didn't have my channel then. So yeah, and I don't know what happened with this. I think I just made a loop in it for some reason. And can you see that? It's like a Lilo and Stitch. If you haven't watched the new Stitch movie, you should watch it. It's so cool. These are Lilo and Stitch too. I don't know what this theme this should be. Comment down below what theme this should be, because it's like grey and pink. Like there's no really theme to that. I don't know what theme this is, probably like Rapunzel theme, Tangled, I don't know. But thanks for watching, and I'll make some more videos on crocheting or anything else with my friends, cousins, family, whatever. So, see ya!